It's about 5:02, and it's time for my favorite part of the day. It's called Live Licks. How do you feel about it, Manny?
I'm excited about it today. Yeah.
You might not know about this little addition to the show we have going on today, but what we're going to do is we're going to do a world premiere here. We have the artist Rein in from Richmond, Virginia, and we have a song that's never been played before, so let's see if I can do this correctly. And here it is for the first time ever on the airwaves. The song's called Radio from the artist Rein. You're listening to Ocean 98. Stay tuned. Live music coming up in just a few minutes. That's right. Live Licks, sponsored by Ocean 98 and Secrets, Jamaica, USA, 49th Street in the Bay, and all the businesses that comprise the Secrets campus, whether you're going over to Area 51 to celebrate life, whether you're grabbing some hooch at the Alien Beverage Center directly underneath Area 51, visiting the Secrets Distillery, or checking out the mothership, Secrets, Jamaica, USA, 49th Street in the Bay. Come on down to 49th Street in the OCMD. find us and get lost. All sorts of great food and drink specials and live entertainment at Secrets Daily. Check those guys out online. That's secrets.com. In the studio with us tonight, we've been hanging out in the meeting and learning about Jordan Reinecke, also known as Rein. Jordan, am I saying your name right? Is it Reinecke?
You know, I got Reinek. I think my
What's your mom
graduation-
say?
Well, half the family says Ronick, half the family says Reinek. I'm a Reinek. I'm on the Reinek team.
You're on the Reinecke team?
Yeah.
But you developed the stage name Rein.
Yes, because no one wants to spell that German atrocity with 3 E's and C's and K's. So
I
go
liked
by
it.
Rein.
Now, I was reading through your bio. You have a great write-up in rvamag.com. I got to be honest, I'm not familiar with rvamag.com. The author, Andrew Boneski, man, he must have been going for an award here. It's about 20 pages. He's your probably biggest fan.
He did a full profile.
But I got to say, Ski said it the best. He goes, man, Rain's got to love that because we die to get bio information from artists, and people just won't spend 5 seconds talking about themselves. And it's the best thing. I know more about your background when you started playing guitar, the different bands you've been in, the places you've been, and interesting tidbits. And I'm a little disappointed. I got to say this before we start. One of the things we love up here at Ocean 98 is gear. And I know early on, how old were you when you started building guitars?
I built my first guitar when I was 15 or 16, and I've been building them since. And I'm like a one guitar guy. I'll play one guitar until I play it till it starts just dilapidating, and then I'll build a new one.
Do you still, what do you call it, the Frankenstrat? What do you have?
Yeah, I call it the Galactus Strat.
Okay.
But it's Eddie Van Halen. We can talk about the roots,
I
but
was gonna get there with you.
There's something really cool about guitar culture of like, it's kind of like skate culture where you're changing out your pickups and you're modifying and you're like, how much can I turn up without it blowing up and whatnot?
Yeah.
And yeah, so I love that stuff. I got a soldering iron.
Now,
I
okay,
know how to do it.
so was that you got to hang outside stage for sound check with Eddie Van Halen? God rest in peace.
Yes, my neighbor, my shout outs to the Vitalis, but my best friend growing up as a kid is Wolfie Van Halen's cousin.
Okay.
So they were like, and I played guitar, and then they said, you want to go to a Van Halen concert? And it was like 2015 or something like that. I said, sure.
How old were you then, roughly?
I was 15.
Okay, perfect. Yeah. Good
And-
time to see that.
And it blew my mind like nothing is,
I bet, man.
blew my
Yeah.
mind. And then I went home and, then I started learning Eruption, learning Hopper,
You give me a little taste of Eruption. Give me. I know you're on the. There you go. I know you're on the.
Yeah, sounds great on acoustic, right?
Dude, honestly, you hear everybody do it with pedals and all sorts of gear helping them out. That was raw Eruption.
Yeah.
That was pretty hot.
You either do it or you don't.
And so that's when you started building guitars. 'Cause Eddie Van Halen's notorious,
Yeah.
at least in my knowledge, of being one of the early modifiers of electric
Yeah.
guitars. I think, what was it called? The straight guitar?
Yeah, the Frankenstrat, yeah.
That's the Frankenstrat, right?
Yeah.
Go ahead, Ski.
I thought the guy that originally started was the Jimi Hendrix crawling around in an electric ladyland.
Absolutely. But I think Eddie Van Halen,
He took it to a whole nother level.
to a whole nother level.
I mean,
Thank you, Rein.
Yeah, he's like personally, responsible for probably like 20 different guitar companies. I mean, you got like Kramer and Charvel and Floyd Rose and all the. I can geek out forever about this. And Seymour Duncan and all these
No, you
Where do you put the EVH stuff?
Huh?
The EVH. stuff.
I haven't owned. If EVH is out there, I have not. One day I really want one of those replica Frankenstrats just to look at.
Sure.
And to play. I would never gig something like that. I feel like that's sacred. But I would love to have it on the wall and to mess around and play some of my Van Halen licks.
One of our that guitar behind you is a Paul Reed Smith, and one of our crew members here at Ocean 98 just got to go to the Paul Reed Smith. Are you familiar with Paul Reed Smith?
Yeah, of course.
Got to go to the factory and meet Paul Reed Smith, and he was on his journey to becoming his own guitar builder. I watched him, build stuff himself, and now I think he's strictly in the Paul Reed Smith camp. So I get it. You guitar guys, like skateboard guys, just get so obsessed with certain parts and certain manufacturers. It's rather inspiring.
Well, I'll shout out PRS because I'm a Strat player through and through. Like, there's something really special about, like, you talked Hendrix. It's funny, the kind of guitar you play, it's like your dialect in a way. So And the PRS, they have that Silver Sky model that John Mayer has, and that's a great guitar. You know, that's just some.
Well, and the reason I
things.
said I was disappointed was I wanted to see the guitar you built because I would have gotten to geek out on it. But you showed up with another guitar that I've just casually thought was a really cool thing. Those things only came out. I want to go out on a limb here and say 3 years ago.
Yeah.
About when they
they're
showed
pretty
up.
new.
Tell everybody what you're playing. You can see Rein live on Facebook and at ocean98.com. What is that?
Yeah, this is a Acoustasonic Telecaster. Shout out to Shocker Records and In Your Ear for letting me borrow it. Every time I'm in the studio and my collaborators there, I pick it up, and it's just such like a songwriting machine because it plays like you can shred, you know, but it's acoustic.
Yeah.
That's cool.
And it is acoustic. It's a hollow body, and it actually resonates. So if you're sitting in the back of a bus or in a park bench or whatever without any electronics.
Yeah, sit on the couch.
Yeah. Super
It's great.
cool. Rein, what are you up to as far as music goes? I know you've made movie soundtrack stuff. You've toured with multiple different bands.
Yeah.
What are you doing right now?
So right now, I graduated college in the spring, and I've always been doing music my whole life. I've been in a cover band. I've done like weddings and 4-hour sets, very working musician type, and I've gigged. I don't know. I'm pushing probably 400 3-4 hour sets now, but I've really loved writing songs. I'm a songwriter through and through. It's kind of a rare breed, I feel like, nowadays, especially in young musicians. But right now I'm making an album, and I'm shopping around with labels right now, and just very happy that I'm able to have a home In Your Ear in Richmond, Virginia to go to and show up to and give my music like the attention it deserves. So, and I'm excited to share some of I sent you 3 demos this morning of stuff no one's heard before. Three whole new songs no one's heard before, which is really cool, and the best stuff is yet to come. So I'm really excited.
Now I'm gonna force you to play a couple songs. I know you like the rest of the Mid Atlantic. We've all been getting over this throat thing, so we're not going to push you too far. I have plenty of questions to ask you. We're going to talk a little bit about cryptocurrency. We're going to talk about some of the projects you've done to help other artists get their music out.
Yeah.
But before we get to that, let's hear some music. This is
Cool.
Rein. You're listening to Live Licks right here on Ocean 98.
So where do I go? You know my heart's on my wrist, but it feels like you just wanna show. And all the times that we had together just went out the door. And when I look at the picture, you feel like we could have. And it's a shame that I'll ask this question evermore. That night, that fire a year ago, I'm satire with skies of indigo. No, I'm letting you go. We found refreshing differences, green eyes and jasmine incense. I know I'm letting you go. Evermore. Michelangelo, wrong place, wrong time, I could have known. Oh, I'm letting it go. I'll be there till the end of time, before I'll ever make you mine. Oh, I'm letting it go. I'm letting it go. I'm letting it go. So where do I go? You know my heart's on my wrist, but it feels like you just wanna show. Evermore. I'll be your Michelangelo. Wrong place, wrong time, I could have known. Oh, I'm letting it go. I'll be there till the end of time, before I'll ever make you mine. Oh, mind prefers morality. You know my sensuality. That's why it's all a tragedy. Question my own reality.
We're in the studio with an artist named Rein from Richmond, Virginia. Rein has been making music since basically he was in 7th grade. Were you a musician before that?
No, other than if you want to count recorder, but other than that, no.
Were you ever good at the recorder?
No. I got a guitar for Christmas. Well, the story is I got a guitar for Christmas. My grandfather was a liquor broker, so I got this Jägermeister guitar
Nice.
for Christmas. And Granddaddy, shout out. I know he's listening right now. He's a big fan.
Grandpa, you did a good job.
Yeah, he did a great job. I didn't ask for a guitar at all. And then I got this Jägermeister guitar, and I went into lesson. They always knew me as the kid that had the like alcohol promo guitars.
Sure.
So I had like Evan Williams. I had like a Fireball guitar.
Real quick,
What about the guy from
Van
Van
Halen?
Halen?
Yeah,
had
he
the
had
Jack
the-
Daniels
yeah,
bass.
it's very
The bass.
appropriate. Yeah.
The Jack Daniels bass. Yeah. So I think that was like probably my calling, and then
Anthony,
and then I
Michael
got
Anthony.
obsessed. But yeah, I mean it's yeah, that's the story.
I appreciate you've been. I want to give a list of the bands you've been. You've been in a lot of bands for a guy your age.
Yeah, I mean I was in an original project called Hollywood Cemetery. I produced and was in this kind of very short project called Psycho Street. I've been doing session work. I mean, and then I was in this band called 5 Second Rule. We did covers for 3-4 years, and I probably did 200 gigs there. And then now I'm finally kind of gigging just as myself, and that's where I'm leading now.
I appreciate you being up here as a singer-songwriter. We here at Live Licks, we enjoy having the artists in this stripped down sort of a la MTV Unplugged mode, because I think it really exposes the artists for who they are more than with the full band. But that said, you should visit Rein's social media, the Spotify page, because some of your full production stuff, like the single you did for the horror film that was never produced, I was really digging that today.
Yeah.
I think we're going to put that into our Halloween rotation here
Absolutely.
at Ocean 98. It's a hot track.
That's a great song, and that was my first song I ever put out, and someone asked me, do you want to do a horror movie for a soundtrack? You have 2 weeks.
Oh,
and
wow.
I didn't know that. At the time, I didn't know that I work best under pressure, because I'm doing the same thing with a Christmas song right now, and it's a great Christmas song.
Oh, God.
I know, right? That's what you would think. And then it came out, and me and my friend Bowie made it, and it's been, people love the song.
Well, make sure we get a copy. If it's out by Christmas, we'd love to spin it.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, it will be.
I thought something that was interesting about your biography, and big shout out to RVA Mag for doing such a nice write-up on you, because I don't know how we would ever have dug up this much information. You spent some time out in Los Angeles, I guess towards the end of your college career, and I guess you'd gotten your teeth and claws into Web3 a little bit, and decentralized creative economy, which I'll call, what do we call that, cryptocurrency, for the layman's term.
Yeah.
And you did some work with NFTs?
Yeah, I did I won this artist grant, and, there was this kind of, those digital tokens, a lot of people create communities around them, and you'll buy a pass, and it's kind of like going to like a yacht club or something. You pay to get in, and there's like, they take that money and they do things with it or not. But in this case, it's all like online and for creative. So they had this Heart Project grant, and I wrote my song Heartbeater. I wrote and sent it in, and then they flew me out to work with Aidan Cullen, who's a great director, has billions of views on his videos. Like he's worked with like Trippie Redd and Dominic Fike and Omar Apollo. He's Omar Apollo's creative director, and I missed finals the two last springs of college. I missed finals in Hollywood, which is awesome. I was super grateful, but like it was an amazing experience. So we did a full budget music video. Rented a car. They rented clothes. I had like a family, actor family.
There's a lot of interesting money. My brother was loosely involved in it. There's a lot of interesting money flying around. And you watched us troubleshoot behind the scenes today. The graphics, if you're online watching it, Facebook or ocean98.com, it says Rein up there. He's pointing at his graphic right now. I want to give a big shout out to Luke Zielinski. He's during the summertime, he comes in here and does a lot of audiovisual work with us. Has some equipment to get us out on all the social medias. But he's really a full-time law student, and he's back at school right now. And even though he's got a full course load, and he takes that probably more seriously than Live Licks, he still likes to get the graphics over here to us. You saw us troubleshooting with him, and over the winter, the reason I wanted to ask you about that was, and you should touch base with him, he wrote a software bit that takes music and, am I getting this right, Ski? And generates an NFT automatically for each song. So, you write whatever song and it generates an NFT automatically. And he won some award. They flew him out to Michigan or something to
Wisconsin.
tell everybody how to do it. Yeah. And so anyways, big shout out to Luke. Thank you, Luke, for all you do. And I love this part of music that I don't understand with all you young guys making NFTs and making that part of the world of music. I think it'll be around for a lot longer than some of us think. And I think that's cool.
Yeah, it's coming in like kind of hot, and unfortunately the market's so volatile, it's crazy, and a lot of people don't understand what it means to like. I was talking to my mom in the car. Shout out to my mom as well for she's somewhere around here listening in the car. But we were talking about like, I have cassettes and I love the 80s, and I think there's something really romantic about owning a piece of music, like, and you're like, this is my cassette, and it sounds worse than yours because I played it more than yours. And like, it's cool now that we're going into a time where digital goods can be kind of like that too, which is I think really exciting.
I think a lot of, depending what generation you're from, people have a hard time grappling with it. And I can associate it most easily for people who have a hard time understanding is some people would be like, why would you think that baseball that was hit on this, home run in this game that everyone mostly has forgotten about is worth something? And then you can think that some little digital token isn't. It's sort of the same value as in the eye of the beholder. And if it means something to you, it does. And if it doesn't, it doesn't. But, ultimately, what has value other than life and death, right?
Exactly.
I want to get philosophical.
You're getting very artsy-fartsy on it right
well,
now.
I'm serious. Though. Ski, all right, Ski's telling me it's time to move on. Schwab's getting romantic with himself. We're talking to Rein in the studio. You got to check this guy out online. Yeah, what's your best web presence, Rein?
Yeah, I mean, you can follow me on Instagram and Facebook at rein.radio, and if you want me on streaming platforms, you just hit that all caps, and it's REIN. Rein, REIN.
And make sure, does that bother you that there's a rain in Sweden?
Yeah, I did see that. And Evil to You originally distributed to their music page, and I was like, this is not your song, this is my song.
This is mine.
But they make like electronic music in Sweden, and I'm making like pop rock, so I think it's gonna be okay.
That's very different.
There's enough room in the world for us both.
We have the real Rein, the American Rein, the Rein from Richmond, Virginia. Here he is, Rein. You're listening to Live Licks between 5 and 6 right here on Ocean 98.
So I'm going to do Evil to You for you since we're getting into spooky season. And you heard Devil was an Angel earlier, and that's like kind of the spiritual successor to the song. But yeah. It's easy. Well, hop in my shoes. If you think I'm evil, only when I choose, 'cause I'm only evil to you. Evil to you. It's all a setup, a way to make you lose, to see me do better. Is a lie to your views, 'cause I'm only evil to you. Oh, evil to you. I wish you could have seen your face. But what was I to do? You could have ran away long ago, but you didn't choose. You found out I was evil to you. Evil to you.
The Entertainment Connection.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, Rein from Richmond, Virginia. We're going to come back for some more live music with him. However, before, his voice is a little bit sour like the rest of ours. You never caught the throat thing?
I did not. Everyone here has been sick for like 2 weeks, and
Yeah.
I think it's just because I've kept my distance from all of you.
Yeah.
Like, not that we're usually.
It's been the best
any-
2 weeks.
Oh.
Wait, hold on.
On
What?
wood right
We're
now.
gonna change that today.
Everybody wanted to get in on
Everyone
that
wanted to say something about that.
one. But you know, I mean, I'm jacked up on Ricola and Robitussin. It's a whole new lifestyle choice for me.
Yeah.
Nothing but medicine. So we're gonna play a recorded track from Rein. He gave us a handful of stuff that's gonna come out on his next album. We'll be back in a couple minutes to hear about that and a whole lot more. This is Get You Back from Rein. You're listening to Live Licks right here on Ocean 98.
Only spent all these nights there, baby, 'cause you got it, baby, think it was you.
And we're back. You're listening to Live Licks between 5 and 6 right here on Ocean 98. I want to thanks again Optics Productions, Luke over there at Salisbury University, Maddie, myself, and most especially Rein for coming in the studio. Rein, we were going over your bio, and I don't know how to intro into this, so I'll sort of lay it out there. You got your California experience when you went out and got into cryptocurrency. How's that going, by the way, the cryptocurrency thing? Is it still alive?
You see, I'm taking a little hiatus from it.
No, that's what I'm saying. I think everyone thinks it's going to disappear, but I think
It's coming back, but I just can't stomach it. Right, I just got out of college. I can't bet on this.
Well, I don't know
anymore.
if the multi-million thing's going to be there anymore. I think the energy surrounding it.
That's the key word, bet on it.
That's right. Well, one of the things that happened when you were in California is you seemed to meet all the right people, and you got to go to some of the right places. I know you got to perform at the Whiskey. What year was that?
That was this year.
Oh, that was this year. I thought it was.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was longer ago. You were with Ricky Rocket and Rich Fortus.
Yeah, Richard Fortus from he plays with Guns N' Roses.
Right.
And Ricky Rocket from Poison. He's the Poison drummer. John Five from Motley Crue is there, and Jennifer Batten is toured with Michael Jackson, a crazy guitarist, amazing. And yeah, it was. It
What
was an
was the
incredible
come
experience.
about? How did that?
Yeah, so there's this thing called the Rock and Roll Fantasy Camp, and they'll put on these events for people to go to, and kind of like masterclass kind of summits. But I had an old fan that loved our cover band 5 Second Rule, and shout out to you, Rhino, who goes to them, and he found out they will sponsor like a player a year to go.
Right.
And so I got a call. I was in New York at the time, and then they were like, "Do you want to come play with like your heroes?" And I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah,
Sort of like Make a Wish, but you didn't have to get sick.
exactly until now. But yeah, it was incredible. We got to play the Viper Room. I wanted to like lick the Whiskey A Go Go floor because
Yeah.
Van Halen, everyone.
And now
Everyone
you
that's-
wonder how you got that cold.
Yeah, well, yeah, I guess this is. I guess we know now. But it was an amazing experience, and to get their blessing, it's just such an honor. Just because, there's not a lot of young guitar-centric songwriters. So it was cool for them. I was able to show them songs, and they were like, just keep going.
Was
That's
everyone
cool.
was everyone quite receptive? Did you feel like they were
Yeah.
doing a job, or they were
Yeah.
honestly interested?
No, Gary Hoey, I talk to on a consistent basis now. He's a great guitarist, and I'll send him my demos, and I'd be like, rock on, man. And Spike Edney from Queen, he's the keyboardist from Queen. He was there, and he was like, he's British. He was like, your songwriting's great.
You have the greatest
I
song.
could hear it on a TV show, and I'm like, thank you. So it was unreal to play to not only and the coolest thing that happened is they thought I was a guitar player, but then the singer in my band didn't show up. So they're like, can you play lead and sing? I'm like, well, I mean, I guess so. But that's what I do. So I was like, it was a great blessing to be able to like really do everything that I do in front of these amazing people. Yeah.
That's cool.
I've been waiting to ask this, and I'm 22, 23?
23.
23, yeah. You have. I gotta say, I want to compliment you because we deal with a lot of musicians. But you have incredible mic presence. You understand proximity, and you can talk into a microphone. You'd be surprised how many people can't have a conversation on the microphone.
Yeah.
And it's a pleasure to speak with you this way. And I've known I have headphones on, so you
Yeah.
can't hear how I'm sounding or Maddie's
Yeah.
sounding or anything.
Yeah, no, I appreciate it. Yeah. Yeah, some people would be like,
Yeah, they don't understand. It's the weirdest thing for musicians. I don't get that at all. You think everyone would gain an idea of how to use a microphone early in the game, but that's not the case.
Yeah.
You seem to have all the little pieces in place, and it's going to be interesting to see what's coming out of your camp next. You
Yeah.
say an album's in the works?
yeah. I'm just very grateful. You know, I've been so grateful to have the support to be able to, you know, I've done my 10,000 hours. Like that's the main thing. And it's just been really awesome to be able to.
Is that what? In order to consider yourself just
master
the
of
tip in
something,
the
is that
game,
what
just
it
have your
is?
toe in the waters at
I think
10,000
so. I
waters?
mean, it's been amazing, and to be able to play, and also just like to have the support. I mean, my twin brother Parker Reinick is my drummer, and like my best friends from elementary school are in the band, and it's just, I mean, it's an incredible privilege to play music and get paid for it and bring joy to other people, and then it's a whole nother privilege now for me to write my own songs, and that's a whole nother pyramid that I'm climbing right now, which is really thrilling.
All right, real quick before we get to one last tune, we got to talk about Richmond. I promised myself that we weren't going to
Elephant in
spend
the
the
room.
whole hour. Okay, so Ski over there from Optics Productions, VCU alumnus, myself
Go
an
Rams.
alumnus, Miss Maddie here, Maddie at Night's an alumnus, and you two also VCU.
Yep.
I mean, when you say what's the cemetery called again?
Hollywood
Cemetery.
Cemetery.
Yeah, did you ever make out in the Hollywood Cemetery? No. Oh, I did. That was when we were there. That was the thing.
Do you want to be haunted?
And
Is
when
that-
I say
that's-
make
that's
out,
you
you know what I
should ask me.
mean, right? The Hollywood Cemetery got my wings. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
That was it.
I mean, I did it in Hollywood Cemetery.
That's right. That's right.
He was there too.
Yeah,
with
yeah.
you?
We were classmates.
That should be a bumper sticker. I did it in
No,
Hollywood Cemetery.
it was the thing. Hey, shout out Monkey Woman. You know what I'm saying? Like it was. Everyone had to do it in Hollywood
Shout out to
Cemetery.
the Hollywood Cemetery vampire.
So I was glad you had a band called Hollywood Cemetery.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, I still live on that block. You know, right now I've been going to Hollywood Cemetery recently. I've been getting back into Pokemon Go and
Yeah.
going around Hollywood Cemetery. It's been a good time. It's a great place to go and
Yeah.
just relax.
And
yeah.
so you're a big shout out to Inner Ear Studios. I don't know a
Yes.
lot about Inner Ear Studios, but I've seen their name around for years, and I think
Yeah.
it's cool that they're still waving the flag down there.
Yeah, they are. They've been a huge support. They've opened up their studio. You know, there's a new intern, Tom. Also, shout out to Tom, who's been, you know, giving my music a lot of care. And Shaka Records, you know, they've been really helpful. And yeah, just really helping me take everything and to the next level, which is really cool.
As someone who's graduated, you probably don't have enough time to have the separation, but do you still, I don't know how to say this correctly, like, so you're a musician, you're an artist, you have a studio to work at, but do you still link up with the college? Because there's lots of resources at the colleges. Are they open to that? Or when you
Yeah.
graduate, is it just sort of like, get the heck out of here, go make your life?
Yeah, no, I definitely still feel at home at VCU. I was
Yeah.
really involved with VCU. You know, I played like they have like a crazy pep band, and I was able to like shred guitar like in the Siegel Center, and you know, I know Rodney the Ram as well. So I'm not
Very
going to
nice.
say who, but he's someone very close to me.
Don't reveal it.
And there's some stories there, but yeah, so I definitely feel at home, and there's still support. And so speaking of this, in the Richmond International Airport, if you go and
Oh, yeah.
depart, my face, there's a 11-foot head of me on the airport. It's the first thing you see when you leave Richmond.
Whoa,
or come back to
slow
Richmond.
down. So let's present this correctly. So if I fly in and out of Richmond, I have flown in and out of Richmond before. There's a piece of art that is you
No,
at the airport.
There is a VCU marketing material, and it's a giant picture of like 5 students. I'm the one all the way on the left, and it's me.
Okay. Well, congratulations for that.
I know. So shout out to VCU for doing that. I hope that it stays there a while. It's really cool. I
Right.
love getting selfies from friends leaving.
I want to bring back home. There's a Secrets bus here in Ocean City that runs up and down. Have you ever seen the Secrets
Yes,
rap
I
bus?
have.
Have you ever seen all the employees of Secrets on the Secrets bus?
No.
We're not on it,
I
but
feel
I
like
know every.
Schwab's face should
No,
be on
thank
this bus.
thank you God for not putting me on the bus.
I would love to see
However, I know everyone on the bus, and I understand that level of fame. It happens everywhere.
No, I didn't even know that it was happening. It was when I went to LA in the spring, and I signed. It was VCU Improv. That's how I know
Yeah.
Maddie.
Okay.
Yeah.
They said, "Hey, we don't have any models or anything. You guys have to come they're like basically like VCU improv. You guys are improv,
So
right? You can do anything.
You and Maddie were the two best looking people they could find in the entire city of Richmond. Jeez, things have gone downhill over in Richmond, right? Oh boy. No, wait.
yeah.
Can you guys do some improv for us?
We can do some improv.
Well, improv
Yeah,
is
shout
all.
out to
Do you want to give
EB.
us a scene suggestion?
Yeah.
I'll let
just start.
Ski.
Oh,
Ski?
God, this
I'll let
is-
Ski do it. Come
this
on,
is horrible.
Ski,
Here, how
bring
about
it
this?
in.
Let me put it on rails a little bit before it gets
All
too
right.
too. So you don't do like Hollywood Cemetery.
No.
or
We'll
losing
keep
your
it.
Yeah,
way.
We'll keep it
something horrible.
G-rated.
No, that was that's how we the last 2 years
is-
I had known of Jordan through high school
all right,
friends
all right.
and then improv.
Here's the scenario.
Oh, God.
You're a rock star and she's a gushing fan. That's a good one.
But where are we?
Yeah, what we need some more
At the
context.
VCU airport, and you're noticing that he's on the wall. You're walking in to go on a gig. You're flying home to go to Richmond.
This is horrible, Schwab.
Go.
Okay.
Hi.
Hey.
Where's the hit the
wait.
gong, Ski?
Are we like out? Like, is this America's Got Talent? Or are we gonna keep going?
It's all right. I
Okay.
was putting you guys on the spot.
I
They
mean-
would the
Let me-
people
let me
the
treat
people
you-
would
Let me
have.
treat you to one of those pillow things. Let me raise it up. Let me give you one of those neck pillows.
Yeah,
things.
neck pillows.
Not that you need one.
I'll
Start doing
pass.
improv right now.
It's about 5:50. You're listening to Ocean 98. You got to check this guy out online. Rein Rein. Jordan Reinecke.
Redneck. However,
You say it how you want to say it. He goes by Rein. He's an artist. He's a creative. He's into cryptocurrency. He's been writing soundtracks. He's been making music since he was in the 7th grade. He's an interesting fellow. Here he is right now. You're listening to Live Licks between 5 and 6.
two things I've given up: friends and love. A lonely heart makes some art. Too much stress and me out. Don't worry, I'll be okay. But I can't stay. And oh, so unsatisfied. That is why I will choose. Got nothing to lose. If not me, then who? I'll say what I'll do. I'll put on the radio, on the stereo, take me far. I wanna be a star. Let me go, let me go. If I wanna go, don't wanna go, let me go. I wanna put on a show. The devil's back and he's on my left shoulder. The time's ticking, you're still getting older. Take your doubts, cause you know I don't need them. Book a flight, California dreaming. But I still think that it is near. I'm sincere, I will choose. Got nothing to lose. If not me, then who? I'll say what I'll do. I'll put on the radio, on the stereo, take me far. I wanna be a star. Let me go, don't let me go. If I wanna go, let me go. I wanna put on a show. no other group of people I will shred my larynx for.
Dude, I appreciate every bit of energy you gave us today because just as a backstory, he came in and goes, man, my voice is toast, man. I can't sing today. And we got 3 out of you, man. I appreciate it so much. We're going to spin some of your music in the next couple weeks and months.
Yeah.
And get us that Christmas song when it comes. I think
It is.
everybody
For sure.
would like to
It's a
hear
fun
it.
one. It's like,
Oops.
Still going.
I think the sound guy's already started to break you down. He's shaking his head. That's it.
Now it's on you.
We're out of here, Rein. Jordan, thank you so much.
thanks for having me. I really appreciate it.
That's
Thank
it for
you.
Live Licks. Adios.
Live Licks.